After that, question number 76 we have the alkyl halide which will react fastest in the aqueous alkaline medium by SN1 pathway. What is this SN1 pathway? The pathway in which carbocation is formed. And during that pathway, the slow step is the formation of carbocation. And if carbocation is the stable species, then definitely it will follow SN1 mechanism. So among all these options, if you look at the option 3, there is the bromoalkene, and in this case the formation of the carbocation is this would be the carbocation that's formed here, and this carbocation is quite stable. Due to that, this is the correct option. It means this is the alkyl halide which will react fastest in aqueous alkaline medium by SN1. So the correct answer becomes option 3. After that, question number 77. If the radius of the second orbit of hydrogen atom is A angstrom, then the radius of the first orbit of lithium ion in angstrom will be. In this case, we should know that the radius of the Bohr orbit is directly proportional to n square by z. This is the main formula that we will follow here. And in this case, we should know that if I talk about this R value for the second orbit of hydrogen atom, that is correctly given in the question, that is A angstrom for hydrogen atom, and this is for the second orbit. This is given. Now we should know that this A is directly proportional to n square by z. If I talk about the second orbit, it means it becomes 2 square by z. Z value for hydrogen is 1 only, atomic number we are talking about. And the next thing, this is the first equation that we have here. The second equation, the radius for the first orbit of lithium ion. So first orbit of lithium ion, it means we are talking about n square value, that is 1 square divided by z value for lithium, that's 3, no doubt. Equation 2. Now just divide equation 2 by 1. What will happen? In this case, definitely you will see that this R by A is equal to 1 by 3 into 2 square by 1. So this R is equal to A by 3 4s are 12 angstrom. So in angstrom, this radius for the lithium ion for first orbit is A by 12. Where this A by 12 is given, that's given here in option 2. So this is your correct answer. After this, question number 78 we have number of radial and angular nodes present in 4d orbitals respectively are. What's the formula for the calculation of total number of nodes? That is n minus 1. And if I talk about the number of radial nodes, those are equal to n minus L minus 1. And if I talk about number of angular nodes, what would be your answer? That is L. Now, if I talk about 4d orbitals, for this particular case, n value is 4 because we are talking about the fourth shell, and the L value is 2 because L value is 0 for s orbital, 1 for p orbital and 2 for d orbital. That's why I have taken this. So what would be the number of radial nodes? That would be 4 minus 2 minus 1. It means it would becomes 4 minus 3, that is 1. And what about number of angular nodes? Number of angular nodes would be equal to the L value, that is 2. So what would be the correct answer? The correct answer is 1 and 2 respectively. And that's correctly given here in option 3. So this is your correct answer. Let's take question number 79. A metal crystallizes in body-centered cubic lattice. A question from the solid state we have. With the unit length 320 picometer, the radius of the metal atom in picometer will be? We'll directly take the formula that radius is equal to root 3 by 4 A. This is the formula. And if you have the value of A, unit cell length is 320 picometer. A value we have, R we need to find out. So simply this is root 3 by 4 into A, that is 320 picometer. Just calculate this. The value of root 3 is 1.732 divided by 4 into 320, and this becomes 80. So the value that you will obtain here is approximately 138 picometer or 138.56 picometer, and that's correctly given here in option 3. And that becomes your correct answer. Let's take question number 80. If 0.1 molar aqueous solution of calcium phosphate is 80% dissociated, it means alpha we have, then the freezing point of the solution will be Kf of the water is already given. So in this case, this alpha is 80%. What does it mean? It means that the alpha value is 80 by 100, that is 0.8 alpha we have. Now, we know that if it is 80% dissociated, it means complete dissociation is not there, and we will use I value here for the value of delta TF. In this case, first we'll find out delta TF value, that is equal to Kf M. Now in this case, I factor should also be there, and this I can be calculated. We know that alpha is equals to I minus 1 upon N minus 1 for the dissociation, and in this case alpha we have, that is 0.8 I minus 1. And if I talk about calcium phosphate, how many ions would be formed here? The formula for the calcium phosphate is Ca3PO4 whole twice. How many ions would be formed here? 3 plus 2, 5 ions total, 5 minus 1. So this is equal to, this I would be equal to 3.2 plus 1. So I is 4.2 here. Now let's place the value here. 4.2 into 1.86 into 0.1. That's the molality that we are considering here. So this is delta TF value. Now, if you solve this, you will find out that is equal to 0.78. This is delta TF. Now, what is the freezing point of water? That is 0 degrees Celsius. So if this is the temperature that you are obtaining here, it means this TF value is equals to 0 minus 0.78, and that is equal to minus 0.78 degrees Celsius. This is your final answer. And where it's given here in option 1. So just choose option 1 as your correct answer.